A potential first-round series in this postseason.
Well, there's certainly some matchups that I think plenty of fans would love to see, but we still have a bit of time for things to kind of fall into place. That's what makes this time of year so exciting.
Well, we continue to monitor how this team fares against their rivals. You might remember MP has made it his mission to beat every rival team that crosses his path.
Well, MP has sure put his money where his mouth is. He and his teammates have risen to the challenge of these rivalry matchups, achieving exactly what they set out to do. And they're looking to keep things going here tonight.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. And it's MP in at point. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, Coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation. And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
MP inside, guarded by Curry. And again, the turnover by the Rockets. Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Straight up, Curry is as good as anyone and perhaps the best we've seen from three-point range.
MP, that's for 2. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. All right, a chance to check out stats for Stephen Curry. Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for the Rockets.
Number 2, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Warriors trail by 3. Here's Curry. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Count the basket. He's got 9.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Floats it up for Kuminga. Stolen by Thompson. MP deciding where to go with it. Drills the 3-pointer.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter. Carrying the load for sure.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 4-point game. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Quentin Post is checked in for Draymond Green. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Kuminga. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. Golden State moving it around. They double him with Şengün. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
The jump ball.
Pass to Hield. Clock at 6. Here's Pajemski. Finney-Smith defending. Rockets leading by 6. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And it's good for 2.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
To the inside. Here's Post. And that one is hammered home.
Right there, Hield creating for his teammate. Unselfish play that time.
Now, here's MP. This game an incredible scoring display for him.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
KD finds MP. Action coming off the... Assist from KD. MP's got 17.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
He gets it up. MP has been leading the charge for the Rockets. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. Now let's take a moment. It can be a major factor as well. MP outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, a bit surprising to see them leading at this point, given the number of turnovers they've already committed.
Durant's checked in for Josh Okogie. Warriors trail by 5. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He finished with 60 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
The three from MP. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
Boy, he strikes again from range. His fourth in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Down by 12. Floats it up for Kuminga. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about when Kuminga just takes the initiative on offense? He has the athleticism needed to finish that alley-oop.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything. And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Pajemski, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. The Rockets also changing it up. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Fred VanVleet. MP outside. Jacks up a 3, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Hey, everybody's got a 3-shot now. MP's is looking really nice.
.133 left in the first half of basketball. Warriors trail by 15. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside, Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. From downtown, Eason grabs the board. Eason's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry against MP. And it's Houston with another.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Jackson Davis with the bounce pass. Pass to Bogdanovich. And they get it. The Rockets pull it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside, KD. Off target with his 3. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Bogdanovich. That's for 2. And it's Bogdanovich. Again missing.
Not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
Outside, Kuminga. Curry with a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Houston Rockets.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint.
Oh, that joke was... Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
We all have big expectations for MP, and he's crushing it. Lets his game do the talking. I'd like to see that from a young player.
I don't think there's any doubt that he's going to go far in this league.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And we get a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Draymond Green. Allie, take it away.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Warriors provided some info for us. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. He'll be out for the rest of this game, and it sounds like it'll be a considerable amount of time before he's back in playing shape. Over to you.
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report.
You know, for better or worse, life brings these kinds of challenges, and they aren't pleasant. We know he's up to it, though. He'll respond and move forward in a positive way.
That court pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
There was fire in MP's eyes when he let that shot go. And you knew when it left his hands, it was good.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Let's take a moment to show you some young men that have really picked up steam here in the second half of the season. These are the leading rookie scorers since the All-Star break. MP is number 1.
As this season progresses, you can see his confidence growing. Sometimes you forget that he's just a rookie. I mean, he looks very confident and poised with his approach to the game.
Has the moxie of a veteran, Greg. I mean, since the All-Star break, it's been showing up big time on the scoreboard.
It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Şengün.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. It's an 18-point game. When you talk about him, Thompson, Clark, one of my favorite players. This kid is great.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch. I mean, for as young as he is, the way he gets after it defensively, the way he attacks the rim, he plays with a verve and confidence that belies his youth, man. He's a special talent, a freak athlete, exceptional at the defensive end already. And his offense is only going to continue to develop. Boy, that guy could be scary. There aren't going to be many people saying amen having to deal with him.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Fires for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Down low. Here's Jackson-Davis. Count that one.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And so it's Houston with it. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, Kevin. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Guys?
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
There's 1:38 left to play in the third. Podziemski, the bounce pass. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's MP. Lays it up and banks it in. MP's got 45 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And the Warriors with some changes. Quinton Post is checked in for Kuminga. Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. And Curry subbed in for Stephen Curry. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tari Eason. Okogie's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. MP against Curry. Curry with the steal. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. They double-team Curry. 6 on the shot clock.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Rockets leading by 23. And so Houston again turning it over. And the Warriors with some changes. Otter's checked in. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Aaron Holiday's checked in for MP. Golden State's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Davis is checked in for the Warriors. And the Rockets making a change here as well. MP's checked in. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Adams finds MP. From the arc. And again for 3.
MP.
Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Curry. And so in the game for the Rockets. Fred VanVleet out there with MP. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Okogie into the small forward.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Yet another bucket that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They host the Kings after this game, and they've been enjoying this long home. And that will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. With floor spacing so in demand league-wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball. And then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Kuminga's come in for Quinton Post. Bogdanovich comes in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. Outside Curry. Three-pointer buries the long-range jumper.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a three on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
And here's MP for three. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And that one, good. Curry's got 20.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
2 minutes.
MP outside. Lets it go with the three. And yep, another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Warriors have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. It's Curry outside, and another three for Golden State.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And the shot goes in.
Good cut by MP there. Love that aggressive approach.
The Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And for Houston, their shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Another one goes. Incredible. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks healthy.
A three-pointer is right on target.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
And here is MP. Puts up a deep three. No good. So easy, Houston take.